Hi there, I'm Shar, your friendly online tarot reader. We are here today to do a video reading for client number 49. So welcome to this reading. This is a general video reading. We are using the Egyptian tarot today, is what has been chosen. So I thank you very much for booking this reading with me. I hope it resonates with you, and I do have your questions here. We'll see what tarot has to say for you. It's been a very interesting week. Thank you so much for being a member of the Soul Fam Collective. It is an honor and a pleasure to be able to read for you. So the fun thing about these readings is it just kind of happens how it happens. We'll see how the tarot, see what the tarot has to say today. It's amazing reading for you also in the live stream. So I just checked to see what your last two readings were, and definitely leading up to the questions that you have about where to go with work in that direction. So what do we need to know here? Okay. So the Nine of Discs have come up reversed. That's a Pentacles card as well. So with the Nine of Pentacles, it generally talks about like a job well done, abundance, but being reversed, we're not feeling that satisfaction where we're at. It's just not doing it for you. Like, here we are. Let's have a look at the card. Can we see that okay? So just that satisfaction isn't there, but I've got the Three of Cups right here on the bottom, and that's a coming together. It's a flowing of a new thing, like a coming together. The Three of Cups talks about, you can see they're getting ready for the party, right? There's a reunion, there's a lesson to learn. We're getting ready for the harvest here. Okay, so I think, I have two different things that are coming up here also, like with the Pentacles, job related, money, finances. With Cups, it's like emotions and flowing. Ooh. I just want to get one more view in here. Strength. Okay. So there's a toss-up between either or both, or along that situation. With Strength card comes in, that's where the nitty-gritty comes down. That's like, okay, let's look really within to see where we want to be. And I feel like this is just going a little bit different today. So let's have some insight onto this Nine of Pentacles here. It might be, I think it might be going forward with like that question about the financial, the emotional stuff, and then what we need to go forward. So let's just see what tarot has to say about this Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Pentacles that have fallen out there. A little more insight, please. I would say that's some insight. The Fool. Ooh. Okay. I don't know why the Ace of Pentacles came out sideways. So, like, I feel like there's a passion with... Hello. Yeah. I feel like there's a passion here with the finances. Like, the playing with the numbers, the knowing it, the being comfortable with it, the kind of the doing the job well. Okay, so at the Ace of Pentacles, I feel is like, kind of like being on the fence about it. You like it, you don't like it, you like it, you don't like it. There's a new quest that has come up in this, here, let me show you these cards because they're beautiful. The Ace of Pentacles came up sideways, so it's like teetering, right? Wishy-washy, teetering. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? The Fool comes in, and the Fool is the start of the major arcana. That's the start of a new journey. So whether it be, is the college with the emotional stuff or with the financial stuff? But there's definitely something new beginning here. And I think you just have, like, with the Queen of Pentacles coming in, this is all Pentacles, this row, so going crazy here with the Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, she's a really good achiever. She's very confident with where she's going. Let me just grab the book here, too, because it's crazy. I'm blown that the whole Pentacles are right there. And usually the queens come in and they've got this confidence bit about them, right? So she's hardworking and domesticated. Her nature is kind and affectionate. She is generous and forgiving. She enjoys worldly pleasures and loves the comforts and luxuries of life. She may be prone to weight problems, ill use of alcohol or drugs, and she depends more on her intuitive skills than her intellect. So this queen comes in, and I just feel like there's a blockage of confidence that's going forward with this part of it. I feel like you know what you're doing, and if you want recognition, then speak your voice louder. Really. And I think that's where the Queen of Pentacles comes in on the bottom of this. Is just like, she has that confidence. She's sitting there holding that scepter, and she's very confident about her achievements and what she can do. So I think in that aspect of things with Pentacles, with finances, there's the Fool coming in here, but have that confidence going forward of the Queen. It kind of reminds me of, like, come on, cards, come on. It kind of reminds me of something that I learned as a band student. Like, even if you play a note wrong, do it with confidence. So the Queen just really, for me, is like, be proud of what you do. You know what you know. And if you're feeling a little bit of self-doubt about that, you can always touch up online. Like, there's always information coming. But the Fool comes in with this new journey, and I want the Queen to... The Queen comes to tell you that you need the confidence going forward. Okay, so that's this first row here. And, you know, they fall down differently depending on what's going on. So we've got the Three of Cups here now that we need some more insight upon. And that just flipped. To see what's going on because of that emotional part of things. Okay, yeah. I need this other one that flipped right now. Okay. That is making so much sense. So the Emperor is the one that flipped over and is actually reversed. We have the Emperor reversed. And then we've got the Chariot on that has popped out right on the bottom of that. I will show you those cards in just a minute because I do need one more in this line. I'm so excited about where this is going. Okay. I'm actually really excited about where this is going for you. So with the emotional level of things, and I'm going to say with this is two different areas of career, okay? So the Cups is like flowing emotions coming together, a reunion. We have the Emperor reversed right here. And so we are looking at intellect, we're looking at healing, and we're looking at power. And where you said you have, something has been misplaced because of everything that's going on, right? So we have a reverse, like there isn't that stability, there isn't that order and stability, specifically with the Emperor. There is not that order and stability right now for this to happen in the emotional level here. The reason I'm excited about this is because the Chariot has come in. And while I was reviewing your email, I was looking at your questions. The thought popped into me. Oh, totally amazing. The thought came to my head where it was like, instead of doing a one-on-one service, how you have been in a room, what about a one-on-one service via Zoom? Or a one-on-many service where it's a group activity, there's a monthly membership, or your one-on-one prices, but doing it as a group event for the adults. So the order and stability is gone, but the Chariot comes and says, you know what, you've got the movement within you to make the choices. You can move this to a place that is more suitable to what is needed right now. You can move this traditional order and stability. It can move with the Chariot. It can move into what is necessary. It can adapt. It can morph like a chameleon, right? Hey, chameleon. It can morph like a chameleon. So you can take that service that you're providing there in this column, and you need, this is why I'm excited about it, the Six of Swords is right here. So with that Chariot movement, the Six of Swords is about movement too. Moving away from other situations, moving away from things that are no longer serving you. However, there's a little bit of emotional baggage that's coming along with that. But that's the longing. That goes hand in hand here with the Emperor reversed. That would be the longing for the traditional, I'm in a room at a desk. That would be the longing for, I know this is safe and I know what to do here, where I'm a little bit afraid going forward because I'm not sure about what the outcome is going to be. What is the expectations? It's not going to be perfect going in. I'm not going to have the total control over it. And that Six of Swords comes. It's a really, really good thing though. It comes when we're on that track to movement, when we're ready to go forward. The Chariot and the Six of Swords are both facing the same way. So that movement is happening. Like, you may even be letting this one go because they're looking back here at these cards. They're looking back here where there's it could be that's where the emotional attachment is. I want to stay back here where numbers are and it's safe instead of going forward in emotions, right? So now I'm going to ask for a little bit of insight on this Strength card right here. So, I really love how these are falling out today for you. I really do. Sixes are on that other side of the 5. And I know that sounds really strange, but 5s are the middle of the cycle, 1 to 10, and then we have our court cards, 1 to 10. So that 6 is on the other side of the 5, where that movement is moving towards a completion of that cycle where you're going to feel that that's going to work. I almost feel like there's a decision that's going to need to be made. But let's have some insight on the Strength card, please, in this third column. I also like how this is falling out in columns today, how it comes together. So yeah, some insight on the Strength card, please. That's what we're after. Our movement and new beginnings here. Are you going to make me cut or are you going to flip one out for me? She's so strong, the Strength card here. Let's just give her. All right, so those two that came out together, let me tell you what. What did we do last week? We did, okay. So, you know what you had on Thursday at the reading? The two cards that came together. I giggle, I giggle, I giggle. So the Strength card comes in because you're going to be starting some pretty new and big adventures here. The High Priestess came out on top here. So when she comes out, like, the universe has your back. Look at how just poised she is. She's absolutely spectacular. Your inner knowledge is coming through. Now, see that 6 right there? Do you see that 6 right there? That's the Six of Pentacles, the 6P. Six of Pentacles comes and lets us know that, hey, you're worthy of giving and receiving gifts. I'm pulling my book out right now because, that Six of Pentacles has been visiting you a little bit. Just a little bit. This card foretells the coming of wealth. Let's have a look at this. And the High Priestess being right here, having your back. So you're coming out of a major comfort zone and you're going to be thrust into something so fabulous that you're going to grow into. And understanding with that Six of Swords here, the Six of Pentacles again, on the road to that next step. Like, the next step is scary. I personally am going through it. I have a couple of my friends that are committed to that next step as well, going through it. And leaving behind the stuff that's familiar that we know we're okay with is not how we reach our like, staying in that state is not how we reach our goals. But at the same time, leaving that emotional baggage behind, because sometimes it's a little scary and it hurts a little bit going forward. But I'm so freaking excited about this. The two High Priestesses right there. The universe has your back and inner knowledge. And that Six of Pentacles is, we had that on Thursday, being worthy of gifts. You are worthy of so many great things. You give great things. You're worthy of receiving great things. And that's what the universe is saying to you right here. It's actually driving that point home. Look, it's going to be great. You have the strength within you with that strength card right here in this column, where it's just going to be so fan-freaking-tastic. It's going to be higher and bigger and better than anything that you could have ever put the umbrella on as a hope. I want this, but it's going to be up here for you. It's going to be so grand. So with that Six of Pentacles coming in, remembering that you are worthy of receiving gifts as well. But because this is the second time in a row in as many days and different decks, I'm going to tell you what the book here says. The title of this is Success. This card foretells the coming of wealth. A gift may be on the way, perhaps from an unsuspected source. Success will place one in the position of helping others. I've got like freaking goosebumps. This is the card of the philanthropist. Generosity, liberal ideas, and the patronage of the arts. Giving back part of what fate hands out. Work or business running smoothly and profitably. An increase in income. That's being worthy of it. You're worthy of it. Successful investments yield a good return. The present is a financially or spiritually rewarding period in one's life. Okay, so like that is very important because it came out again for you. So you really have to let that sink in. Allow that to happen. Like, I am worthy of good things happening to me, right? I'm good with that. I am allowed to have that. Let's have one more card in this column, please. What an exciting story these cards are telling for you today. I'm just going to pull it here. The Three of Swords comes up. So don't get in your own way here, okay? We have the Three of Swords. The Three is the heartbreak card, the Three of Swords. So in this transition process, it may cause a little bit of heartbreak because we're changing things so drastically. It lines up with the Six of Swords here on the bottom of this next column as well. The reason I say don't get in your way is we've got the Eight of Swords here on the bottom of the deck, which is like in the traditional tarot, she's standing there with the blindfold on, her hands are behind her back, she's got those 8 swords in front of her, but really you're not tied back there, the hands are just set. And if you take that blindfold off, you can see the obstacles that are in front. So it may be a heartbreaking situation where you're having to decide maybe one or the other, or to understand that there's something big that's going to be happening and you're a part of it, and what you are doing right now on that level of helping people, on that level of the counseling of this level right here, I think that's where it's going to be the most important. There's a way that it ties in, But I think this is going to be where the business goes for you. And I think it's going to be in an alternative way. Our Emperor is upside down on his head. So it's not going to be in the traditional way, in order and stability that you may think. I have a couple of different ideas. But before I go any further with them, I would love to know what your feedback on this reading is, because those are kind of like next step going into it. So as far as things that are going on right now, you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. And if it's feeling just like a little bit not quite sure where to go, feel where that heart passion is. And I feel like with that room being gone, I feel like you need to scale up and be able to provide on a different sort of level. And looking at this back one, it is going to be a little confusing. Finishing off with this Three of Swords, it's like it's the heartbreak card, but it could just be because of that big change, right? And with every change and leveling up, because we don't know what we're getting into, it's scary, and we still long for the things that pass. Clearing the ground for future developments. There are joyous times to come. And it also says in here, and which I talk about with the Animal Wise cards, it's the beginning of a recovery period too. So as we go through some things, we feel these heartaches and the heartbreaks in different cycles of our lives. And as we break through blockages and going forward with more confidence and more faith, I think, like more confidence that way, more faith, we sometimes long for things that are gone. And so it's very understanding why perhaps the Three of Swords comes in here to say, you know what, this new life is going to cost you your old one. This new thing that you're going to grow into is going to make you leave these other things where they used to be very important and goals and top notch. That's been reached, and now it's time to go forward. And sometimes with the Three of Swords, we long for this, you know, like as a career shift specifically. Like I've done a couple career shifts in my life, and I do long for those previous things. They're easy. I know them. I spent a lot of time doing them. I love them. Otherwise, I wouldn't have spent that time doing them. But the time does come when it is time to keep moving on, and you're wanting to give bigger and better. And so you're going to receive bigger and better. And that's also where this Six of Cups comes, or Six of Pentacles comes in. And so once you do that work getting forward, yeah, there's just little blockages that are going to come up for you, I think, with this Three of Swords, where you're just going to have to realize that's okay. These big new things that I'm working towards are going to cost me those little things. I have to let them go. I have to move away from them with that Six of Swords and that Chariot. And that Strength card comes in and gives you that strength to do it. I think this is a brilliant spread, actually. Very, very interesting about the way it's going with the questions that you have posed to me. So I hope this makes some sense to you. Please email me if you have any other questions. I would love to know how this resonates with you on what we had talked about. And I hope it addresses your questions that you had given to me as well. And I do thank you for booking this video reading with me, Soul Fam Collective. It is an honor and a pleasure to read for you. I'll pull you in and have a look at these cards real quick. And then, yeah, I'd love to hear from you. We'll do this again sometime. Thank you so much for booking. Oh, what an exciting reading. I'm so happy for you. Mwah. All right, bright blessings. I'll see you next time. Oh, got to bring you in to have a look. Let me do this. All right, so going down that row, we've got the 9, Pentacles, Ace, Fool, Queen. You getting those? And then your middle row here is that, where are we? 3 of Cups, the Emperor reversed, going into the Chariot card, and then the Six of Swords where we're moving away. And then we come into the Strength. Whoops. There we go. Come into the Strength. The High Priestess. The Six of Pentacles. And the Three of Swords.